The entertainment scene has been shaken, and Selena Gomez is right in the middle of it. Just when people thought they knew everything about their favorite stars, the past 2 days have turned everything upside down. This isn't just about random gossip. It's about unexpected reveals, bold social media moves, and a twist no one saw coming. Selena recently posted a series of photos on Instagram that set her fan base into a frenzy. These weren't simple holiday snapshots. Every picture looked intentional. Every caption hinted at something deeper, and the timing was almost too perfect. One image showed her and her fiancé Benny Blanco enjoying life on the water, but that was only part of the story. The couple had just returned from their separate pre-wedding parties. Benny's in Las Vegas and Selena's in Mexico. His trip looked like a classic Vegas celebration, while hers was all about relaxing on yachts and enjoying scenic views. These posts hit Instagram, people had plenty to say. Some were excited, others suspicious, but almost everyone noticed how different Selena's online presence felt. Her photos seemed staged for maximum effect. Flawless angles, picture-perfect lighting, and moments that felt more like a carefully planned campaign than casual uploads. Fans began dissecting every detail, treating each post like a clue in an ongoing mystery. The comments section turned into a war zone of theories and speculation. At the same time, the Bieber world was making headlines of its own. Hailey Bieber decided to post something major just as Selena's photos were going viral, and online conspiracy hunters immediately tried to connect the two. Hailey's post showed her having an entire Sephora store to herself, completely empty except for her and a camera crew. It wasn't during regular hours either. This was a full after-hours takeover. She casually browsed the shelves, picking up eyebrow gels, Laura Mercier powders, Fenty glosses, and expensive makeup brushes. Items that probably added up to more than most people's rent. She moved through the store like it was her personal beauty aisle, making the whole thing look like just another day. For viewers, the real shock wasn't the products, but the fact she had an entire Sephora closed off for her. It was a level of exclusivity that most people couldn't imagine. While this was going on, Selena's makeup artist stepped into the conversation with a comment that sparked even more debate. Fans were reminiscing about Selena's 2016 makeup style and asking if it might return. The makeup artist shut that down quickly, saying Selena had moved on from heavy eye makeup and wasn't going back. That small remark led to discussions about how celebrities evolve and how much they should, or shouldn't, cater to fan nostalgia. It also showed how deliberate Selena's current style choices are, with her team ready to defend them. But social media sleuths didn't stop there. People began pulling up old and new photos of Selena and Hailey, pointing out supposed similarities. One image in particular stood out: Selena using her phone as a mirror while applying makeup, something Hailey had been seen doing not long before. Whether it was coincidence or not, the internet went wild over the comparison, fueling an already intense obsession with finding links between the two. Then came the real bombshell. In the middle of all this, fans spotted something in Selena's, i.e., bachelorette party posts that completely changed what they thought they knew about Benny Blanco. One picture showed text that read, "Mrs. Levin." That's when it came out. Benny Blanco isn't his real name. His actual name is Benjamin Levin. This revelation sent the internet into meltdown. People were admitting they'd always assumed Selena would take the name Blanco after marriage, only to find out it might be Levin instead. Suddenly, a simple last name became its own debate topic. Was Selena Blanco better, or did Selena Levin have a nicer ring to it? Some even suggested she should hyphenate. It was a small detail, but it shook fans' perception. Many felt like they'd been following a completely different story without realizing it. And with the wedding approaching, this new information only made the online conversations more intense. Some fans confessed they were thrown off at first by the Mrs. Levin detail, assuming it hinted at Selena being with someone entirely different. The misunderstanding made sense. Celebrities are usually meticulous about guarding personal information, and Benny's stage name had been so well established that even his most dedicated followers never suspected it was anything but real. Learning his actual name was Benjamin Levin pulled back the curtain on how stars manage their public image. It was like discovering that the person you'd been following for years had a second identity. Benny Blanco, the music producer, and Benjamin Levin, the man behind the persona, suddenly felt like two separate people. Fans were left to piece together their understanding of someone they thought they knew inside out. The timing of everything made the whole situation explode. Selena's meticulously curated Instagram updates, Hailey Bieber's over-the-top private Sephora haul, the makeup artist's pointed defense of Selena's current style, and the Benny name revelation all landed within the same 24-48 hours. It was a perfect storm for pop culture drama. Each event seemed to feed into the others, like falling dominoes. Fans weren't just reacting. They were connecting dots, creating elaborate timelines, and hunting for patterns like they were solving a mystery. Some people took it so far that they built side-by-side comparisons of posts, noting similarities, overlaps in timing, and even speculating about unspoken messages. The result was an entire online community treating these celebrity updates like an ongoing investigation. Social media platforms noticed the spike in engagement and started feeding similar content to more users, pulling in people who usually wouldn't pay much attention to celebrity news. Before long, even casual observers were knee-deep in comment threads debating makeup choices, social media strategies, and potential hidden meanings. This whole episode highlighted something very clear about how fame works today. Every tiny move from a public figure gets magnified, broken apart, and examined like evidence in a case file. Fans pay attention to the smallest things, whether it's the shade of lipstick worn in a post or the positioning of a hand in a photo. For Selena and Benny, their relationship has become a live example of how modern celebrity couples operate. In the age of constant online visibility, each image they post is scrutinized for clues. Each caption is read like it might hold a coded message. And every public appearance is stacked against past ones to check for signs of change or hidden tension. What's especially interesting is that the original events themselves aren't that dramatic on the surface. A luxury shopping trip, a personal style choice, and a name reveal shouldn't be headline material. But in the social media age, even the smallest updates can turn into viral talking points if the right fan communities get hold of them. A Sephora visit becomes a spectacle of exclusivity. A makeup preference becomes a statement on personal evolution. A last name becomes a topic for passionate debate. Fan groups following these stories have developed their own ways of talking about and decoding celebrity behavior. They trade theories, highlight possible connections, and spin narratives from the smallest details. To outsiders, it might seem over the top, but for the people involved, it's an active and engaging form of entertainment. Instead of simply watching famous lives play out, fans feel like they're participating in the process, interpreting, reacting, and even influencing public perception in real time. And make no mistake, this level of fan involvement has a real impact beyond online chatter. When Hailey casually showcased specific beauty products during her after-hours Sephora tour, those items likely saw a sales surge within hours. When Selena's makeup artist publicly dismissed the return of a heavy eye look, it subtly signaled a shift in beauty trends. Celebrity influence now operates like a direct marketing channel, where fan interest translates quickly into consumer behavior. But maybe the most telling part of this entire cycle is what it says about why people get hooked on these stories in the first place. In a world that feels heavy with constant real-life challenges, celebrity drama offers a kind of safe escape. People can dive into the details, form opinions, and debate outcomes without it affecting their own lives in any serious way. It's entertainment with no personal risk, just enough intrigue to keep people coming back. For longtime followers of Selena, Benny, and the wider Bieber universe, this is just the latest chapter in a saga that's been unfolding for over a decade. The players have changed, some relationships have shifted, but the emotional investment from fans hasn't wavered. Each new development feels like a fresh episode in a series they've been binge-watching for years. And here's the thing, this isn't over. Stories like this don't just wrap up neatly. More updates will come, more surprises will drop. The fan discussions will keep going. Social media thrives on constant movement, and in the celebrity world, there's always another post, another comment, or another public appearance to dissect. So if you're following this ride, buckle up, because it's not slowing down anytime soon. We'll be tracking every twist as it happens, breaking down the details you might miss, and giving you the context that turns random updates into the bigger picture. If you don't want to be the last to know when the next piece of this puzzle falls into place, make sure you're subscribed.